International boxing news. I'm here with a man, best place to talk about cruiserweights. What a banging card we've got for 27th of May. Um, Tell me your views on the main event because is it going to be a case of they know each other too well or they got contempt for each other because they.
Well, I think with them knowing each other so well, I think it's going to make for a better fight because there's so much on the line. Not just a payday, it's a title. It's their future. Lawrence Okolie can't afford to lose because he'll be in the Who Needs Him club because of his style. No fighter wants to fight him. They've got to fight him now because he's the world champion. Chris Billam-Smith, it's Roy the Rovers all over again. This boy's fighting at home in Bournemouth in front of his friends and family. He lives there. This that time. He ain't come to make up the numbers. He knows Lawrence. Lawrence knows him. They spawned over 300 rounds together, so they're familiar with one another. So they know what they can get away with and know what they can't get away with. But they also know one fighter said, "I'm going to knock him out." So in saying that, he knows what he's got to do. Uh, One fighter that was non-committal. He said, "Well, so I think I would have probably liked a bit more alertness from Lawrence, but Lawrence is a laid-back guy. That's how he is. But it's hard to change game plan mid-fight. If you got a guy that's on your case heavily um, in a fight, it's hard to respect him when you didn't respect him in the first place.
Lawrence looks flat, obviously, a week ago. Do you have any concerns about him going into another top level fight so soon? We know.
Not at all. I think Lawrence has had a time off. Be careful what you wish for. Chris wants a world title fight. He's got it. And so when Lawrence didn't feel comfortable for it, he just said no. He's fresh enough, fight fit enough. So that was his call. He wasn't forced into it. So I don't think there's a problem there at all.
The fact that he had such a comfortable time last week, would that have helped him as well?
Yes, yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt. And he knows Chris. Therefore he knows everything. He knows the risks. He knows his strengths. So he knows exactly what to do.
What about the fact that he's only been with Sugar Hill for this brief amount of time? If he does need corrections made, is another 8 weeks enough?
Well, he's working with Sugar Hill all the time, so therefore it's going to take three or four fights down the line for that union to work how it should work. So regardless of what happens, I think he's got a chance to display what he's working on while he's working with Sugar Hill.
And obviously the co-main event, what a banger that is, and a bit of needle as there as well. Is Would you agree that Ben's done the right thing trying to gather all the pieces at cruiserweight? Because I think Jack Massey made a point that these guys are actually as big as heavyweights used to be. They haven't got the excessive lumbering side, so it makes for exciting fights.
Yeah, without a doubt, the little heavyweights. Ali was around this weight when he boxed Cooper, and that's when he could predict I'm going to knock you right next Y Z round. And all of a sudden, the big guys started coming. They fought George Foreman's the really big guys. So these guys are mini heavyweights. They've got the speed of the light heavyweights, but the punch power of most heavyweights. And that's why once you've got a dance partner in this division, then you've got some good fights. If you've not got a dance partner, that's where the problem is. And as I mean, it's the opponents to fight. So I think the Chiefs support's a great fight, great fight.
And obviously, because Ben's got people like Richard and some of these other cruiserweights have worked with him, Sky's going to be the place to be for a cruiserweight to come for those big fights.
Without a doubt, and that's what I'm saying. And all the champions that are out there, if you want to make money, you've got your Badou Jack, who's a newly crowned world champion, and so Badou Jack's probably the most experienced, skillful out of all of the champions, all of the top cruiserweights there. But he's not the fighter he was. He's slower. He's more shot worn, but he has a lot more going up there. So if you stand in front of me, he's going to box your head off. But these young guns have got to take him out, get rid of him. Don't give him a chance, because if you give him a chance, he's going to turn you over.
It's a great opportunity for the cruiserweight division to finally come to fruition. They've always been in the sort of shadow of the heavyweights.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, have. And so it's now. I like this. I like it's my boy there. Isaac Chamberlain, always massive support of him. I think, but through and through, through and through. I think it'll be good. It's good to see. It's good to see.
Who do you think comes out on top of this melee eventually? Who's the best cruiserweight in the world?
What we've got, because the landscape could change massively, because Chris Billam-Smith was supposed to be the runt of the litter, uh, and but if he turned over Isaac, then if he turned over Lawrence, then Lawrence hasn't got a title, and neither has Richard. And so Chris Billam-Smith's like the dog they're chasing. So you never know. The landscape's forever changing.
Could have a veritable league of cruiserweights here, couldn't we?
Have a tournament. Could have a tournament, and that's the line you could go down.
All right, Johnny, always a pleasure. Look forward to seeing you fight night, and yeah, well, hopefully it'll be a great night.